Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 70 and I hope you enjoy. So after the Kitakami festival, the gang are heading to the Shining Pond to meet up with Briar. But as we know, life in the Pokemon world isn't that simple. This episode focuses on Dot and her Tinkatink. We see early on it using its hammer to try and forge new parts, new metal for her hammer, while also just being a pretty chill episode where the gang are all encountering wild Pokemon, including some Pichu which start harassing Cap. And I do like the little mention of the fact that Cap is allergic to being called cute. That's always a funny gag to bring back. Tinkatink finds a specific bit of metal that it seems to be attached to. It's trying to forge it into some sort of extension for its own hammer, but then this annoying as hell Bombardier swoops in and just starts causing shenanigans for no reason. This guy was on one. He's throwing stuff at Tinkatink, trying to get his attention just to steal this bit of metal they had, and throws a damn Pineco grenade to explode on everyone just for good measure. I don't know what this dude's deal was. So the main storyline is after this, Dot and Tinkatink get separated. Tinkatink is trying to track down the Bombardier to get this piece of metal back, along the way coming across various Pokemon and some funny moments like it accidentally swapping its hammer with Timber's beam. But for the most part this episode was pretty slow, but it was all building towards a very big climax which more than made up for it. Tinkatink finds its metal in a Bombardier's nest while Dot and Quaxwell arrive on the scene to help out, and it turns into battle time with the wild Bombardier terastallizing, the first time that we've seen a wild Pokemon do it in the anime. And on top of this, Dot drops her Terror Orb so she can't terastallize back, which was a bit of a shame. I would have liked to see it outside of a trainer battle, but it did create this excellent tension with Tinkatink hammering away at this metal piece, really good music setting the tone, and Dot struggling. So it was a race against time for Tinkatink as she forges this new hammer. But it is too heavy for her to handle, so there's only one solution to save her friends, and that is to evolve into Tinkatuff. I love an old-fashioned evolving to help your friend. It's a classic, it's what Pokemon evolutions are about, and I really enjoyed this moment here. And with the help of the newly evolved Tinkatuff and her new move Play Rough, the three work together to take down the two Bombardier. A really cool battle scene. It reminded me of the Capture episode where they were working together to take down the Orthworm. Dot is always put up against these cunning enemies and manages to outwit them and overcome them. Wholesome stuff and another great Dot moment to add to the ever-growing list. So overall this episode was fine. It wasn't like top 10 craziness. I thought the first half was pretty slow. I was waiting for stuff to happen, but it was pretty wholesome. We needed some Tinkatink progression and we got it. And the end of the episode more than makes up for the slow build up because it was hype, it had great action, and I just love the climax of Tinkatink jumping down with its newly forged hammer, taken from the original hammer that it got way back from Dot, and evolving to help Dot out. It's very poetic and it's a great Pokemon theme and perfect for Dot. So it was a pretty good episode. I'm not going to go too high because of the slow start, but this one gets a very solid 6 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts. What is your rating out of 10? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.